Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm just enjoying Heaven Ready song from Gators. You know what I mean? We have a lot to talk about, man, about this systemic system that goes from bad to worse. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to stop exposing and they're teaching you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we already almost told you everything, what they do. You know, I got other channels, they still deleting my videos and claiming that, especially some videos to do with the Jews, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, subliminally telling them about the Jews, motherfucker delete it and tell me that, you know, that they graduate people and, you know, that nobody can contest them, basically, to be wrong or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So since then, yeah, you can't trust these people. And this just because of that I don't, you know, advise nobody to trust a system. Yeah, you live in a system, and the system is comprised of a belief. Now, you can't have the word believe, yeah, got these humans that been brainwashed to believe things. Yeah, you can't have the word believe without the word lie. Believe, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have the word lie within the word believe. So anytime you're in a belief system, you already know you're eating a lot of shit. You understand that? Because it's gotta be a lie. You don't know. You're not walking by, you know, by real things. You be working in a belief system. Yeah, somebody tell you something and you believe them. That's all this is about. They can claim all the fuck they want. They got school certificates and all that shit and pretend that they there to for your best interests. These motherfuckers don't give a damn about you. Yeah? Look at the food that they create. Look at the water that they gave us. All contaminate, all dirty, man. And motherfuckers trying to convince me that anything they do is for your best health in these hospitals. Yeah? You need to be, you know, a believer to follow them. It's a cult. It's a religion. That's why they cannot be challenged. That's why they can't have competition. That can be on any other sector, any other doctors, any other type of people doing their own thing without being assaulted, without being classified, without being attacked. Understand that? It's an alien invasion, like I explained to you. A simulation they created since they invaded from another planet. They came from that plane, came here, Yahweh and his weapons of war. Yeah, he brought weapons of mass destruction and everything, as I explained to you, and we'll keep telling you. Yeah, and the Bible, they gave you details their own life history. Yeah, the alien encounter when they came to Earth, that's Yahweh alien encounter that he's writing down. That he had Sabbath to rest and after the 7th day. Because his brain is working all these days to get here, and then he got a rest when they got here. They got a rest. So he started writing his own reality. And after the reset, he forces the reality at school and teach everybody that that's the reality. It's his reality, it's not yours. Yeah, well, it's the reality of the aliens that came with him, but you are not. If you are the original, you have nothing to do with the aliens. The aliens are okay to live in a belief system because their brain, their capacity, they have no soul. Most of them just have spirit. You know, I don't know. Some of them I told you they create them in a lab, and they don't have these faculties. These are people that just believe, people that are happy to believe and not know is a lower species that they created, and they intermingled with the originals and forcing the originals to just believe as well. And so that's why they lost all their lands and everything, believing bullshit, believing religions, believing governments, believing scientists, and all that motherfuckers. And they lost their soul. The originals lost all their lands to these aliens, people. That's what the Bible details to you all day, the colonization, you know what I'm saying, of the earth by the alien entities. And Santa, I told you they came around 666, I-666, you know what I'm saying? And by I-700s, you see the appearance of these other people that I told you, these aliens that came in and started to run up operations all over the earth, you know what I'm saying? Like pros, claiming to be gods, claiming to be scientists, claiming to be the thing. But the thing is, after the reset, they had to come and reform everything. You know, they create this thing. They told you the black the black ages and dark ages and all of that crap, because it was the fucking reset that they were doing. They called dark ages. Yeah, don't be surprised if they smoke you today. In 100 years, they're gonna call this time we're living now dark ages. Don't be surprised about that. That's what they do. Creation of a globe. Yeah, they had to create a globe to protect their alien origins. It's not that, otherwise you're gonna find out where they came from. You will think about that. Hold on, these dudes they come from somewhere else. We can get that too. You know what I'm saying? So to escape that, they have to lie and tell you that the earth is a spinning ball, so you're never ever gonna trace them from where they came from. So Yahweh can be here in this closed system of a spinning ball, and you're never gonna know where he came from. It's not that. So you need to understand all of that. Yeah, before you talk about your religion and all that crap that they gave you to believe. It's all a fantasy. Understand that? You understand that? Yeah. Destruction of ancestral homes and technology and implementation of their own technology, low-end technology for the humans, because they don't want you to be smart like you were before, building houses that is too much. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you, I told you, they don't want you to be intelligent. They want you to be a believer. They don't want you to know nothing. They want you to be a believer. Believe your pastor, believe your doctor. Yeah, believe your government. That's all they want you to do. Don't believe yourself. Don't believe your mama. Don't believe your dad. Don't believe your nature. Don't trust yourself. That's what they want. They want a complete robot in this system so they can play God. I'm sorry. So they had this AI creation of the AI script. As soon as they came, they created this Bible AI script, and they implemented it all over the earth. Yeah, and with low-end technologies that they gave you over the humans to shorten their lifespan. You know what I'm saying? They teach them grievous stuff, bad stuff to their health. Nobody contests. Nobody speak about it. Nobody can contest it because they got masters, and you cannot come about. Nobody can come against these masters that they give master's degrees at school by the aliens. The aliens graduate them. Don't forget that. It's all alien technology. That's why you have no fruit trees in the city. It's all about these pollen trees, and there's everybody dying, and there's no food. If they don't give nobody food, everybody dies. Because the trees have no fruit. Yeah, they just garbage trees. And then they gave you winter to prevent you from moving around, prevent plants from growing, prevent everything, and like freezing everything to stop. Freeze, everything stops. Yeah, which means your life stops. You're not building nothing, you're not creating nothing, you're not enjoying nothing because it's just cold and everything is frozen. You're eating damn horrible foods because this weather is not going to grow no food, so they gotta create foods in the lab to give you. You're not gonna have fresh foods in the winter, that's for sure. Yeah, it's all been planned from Yahweh from the beginning. Why do you think he destroyed the land with oil and all oil spills everywhere, even in the sea and everything? Destroyed the fish, destroyed the plankton, destroyed the earth. You know, there's nothing can grow. The soil is depleted. That's all done by design people. It's not that. I'm talking for. I'm giving this message to people that are grown and understand what I'm talking about. All of you religio, keep moving, man. There's no help for you. You're going to go down, as I explained to you, you know, and I'm telling you their plans since they came. Yeah, these aliens control all forms of communication and education. It's not a they control the control of all sciences and medicine and hospitals and birth words, like, you know, everything. They own everything, people. Use of weapons of mass control over the old populations. That's what happens. Yahweh came with the weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, from his realm, which is illegal, and then he used it in the population here and gained power over everyone. That's what's going on. That's why it threatens everyone and it creates all this winter weather and everything, thinking everybody you stupid. Understand what's going on? And yes, most people are. It's not that. That's why they all go with the flow and get washed out. Yeah. So they create these weapons of mass control over all the world and resetted it, and then they repopulate. They took steps to repopulate the place, you know what I'm saying? They brought people in for all sorts, even cabbage people. They brought Greeks. They brought they brought Assyrians. They got not Assyrians. That other. Well, I've been studying people. There's a whole lot of people here that were not here before. Yeah, they are aliens. I'm not gonna speak about them right now. But I just want you to keep it in mind. A lot of people in Africa, in Europe, that don't belong here before. They're here now, but they came with Yahweh. And by other means, other methods. They look different, some of them, they have different phenotypes and all that. But they were not here before, it seems. Yeah, if they were colonized, and they totally forgot who they are, and they are in the hands of Yahweh Wazungo, and they are all slaves, slave race. Understand that? They're not like us. They're not thinking about what we think or nothing. They 100% down with the invader aliens, which makes them one of them, or they just being, you know, they got them AI in their ass, so they just do what they tell them. Creation and introduction of new species, you know what I'm saying, was one of the things they did. And it's like stages. They've been doing this stuff, alien colonizations. They took stages and they still at it, you know what I'm saying. They did deforestation, you know what I'm saying. There was this stage that they were destroying everything in the all plants, forests. They were destroying forests and plants and everything. They done with that. They killed a lot of life forms, you know what I'm saying, that were in these forests, depended on it. They all disappeared now. Were essential for our nutritional elements that we will get there in this forest. It's all gone. It's only you can get married drugs. Drugs. They give you drugs. Artificial drugs. These are the people that want you to believe them, that want you to trust them. And I say, that's why I got no, confidence with them. They all is a control system. They control your food, your water, and the aliens control all that. And they populate them just by controlling the food and water. I can populate your ass anytime I want. All I have to do is put some shit in the water. I control all that shit. Ain't that something? Creation of legal systems. Yeah, because in the old world we had our own system going on already when it came. There was a nice system going on, a lawful system where everybody was free and independent, and you, as long as you don't go against the rights of other people, transgress against other people, commit crime, there's nothing to fear. Yeah, you are your own self. So then they bring this new system on. They created this alien system on top. The legal system is an alien system that is not there. Is not what you think. You have to study all of that. It's part of the cube. Yeah, I told you guys, even the clothes that we wear. Yeah, they're doing the fashion for the whole. Just imagine. They put all these countries together, and then they sell them the clothes that they wear and everything. People, it's created at mass production rates by these same people, not by different peoples, but by these same people create the same style clothing for the whole entire world. Everybody wearing jeans. Everybody wearing, certain types of shoe, certain types of clothes that is like worldwide. Yeah, this means they destroyed your creativity by doing that. You have no creativity. You're just a product, a consumer. You consume, and you don't create what you consume. Because you're not a creator no more. You just become a consumer. You were supposed to create your own clothes in the first place. I'm not saying everybody gonna create a clothes, but like every tribe should have their own, costumes and styles. And even if you're not a tribe, you could create your own style. That's how people do before. You go somewhere, you get your I remember back then, you buy and you go there, they measure you, and you say how you want it, what color you want it, what style you want it, and they make it. People with talent to do this. Yeah, you could go, just like, any other thing, like shoe, you will go and, they will make you your shoe at your specifications. Yeah, it was not mass productions, and then everybody's wearing the same shit, plastic and damn shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But this video is not about that. Just, opening your aura so you can see through it. Yeah, they created school systems. Alright, they create legal systems, school systems, and to indoctrinate the masses. Destruction of local governance and private property and freedom. They destroyed all of that, and they trapped you in this system that they create everything for you. You want chocolates? We make it. You want clothes? We make it. You want alcohol? We make it. You want petrol? We make it. You want a car? We make it. You want holidays? We give you holidays. We give you a visa. Okay? You want a bank account? We give you. They give you every motherfucking thing. What do you create? You're just a consumer. You understand the condition that they put you? So if you're just a consumer, the earth don't belong to you. You're just a guest here. And they are the lords serving you. So they can tell you whatever the fuck they want, whatever the law they want, and that they right. because you don't do shit. It's not a destruction of local governance, private property and freedoms, creation of churches and state corporations, repossession of all lands, all private lands they took. Then they created these nations that you have today. Development of lethal weapons and lethal armies to destroy the earth little by little, okay, and keep it under the control of the aliens, whatever happens. Control governments and rhetorical words to reset humans and keep them in the animal state, within the slave state. Instead of creation of internet and control of the internet given by the aliens, owned by the aliens, controlled by the aliens. Instead of it's all a simulation. It's not you have to play no part on any of that. Yeah? You just have to pay and consume. You don't know how it works. You don't if they put everything off today, you couldn't create it. Because you don't know how it works, you couldn't make it. They are giving you all these processors, all these motherboards. They're creating it and giving it to you. They're not teaching you how it's done. And I believe that this technology, it's not even from here. It's coming from their realm. They have this stuff in their spaceships, and they only tell you what they want to tell you, okay? And it's all very primitive technology that they gave us. I'm going to tell you that. Because I've seen back then in history, dudes that had much, much, much better technology than you have today. And were living longer than you live today. Some of them were giants. These dudes were eating well. These dudes were not under no radiations. These dudes were living the life. Instead of that's what I understand and understand about that, and that the replacement of the manual work with AI that they're doing now, yeah, is the end of these humans, these Christian Catholic humans, especially, and all these other religious humans, creating a machine to replace them. Yeah, a machine with no soul replace their job and leave them now at the mercy of their government, because the whole thing was in vain. Going to school, graduating, yeah, sweating, paying loans and more loans and more loans to get that graduation, then fighting to get that job. And when you got that job, you probably most of them didn't stay in that job even 5 years. Yeah, these graduate people, they don't get a job even for 5 years. They're there for 1 or 2 years, and the company burst, or they don't need them, or they already now changing them to AI. They don't need them. So what the fuck they gonna do with this school certificates and all that motherfucking thing? What they gonna do with people? They can't do nothing. It's not worth nothing. They can't even do their own business with that stuff, can they? No. They're gonna take that thing out of them. They can't even use it. They're gonna, it's like these doctors now. You're gonna have the AI giving prescriptions, and the doctors, they're going to take them out of, get out. You can't say shit because computer know better than you. Is the system of Yahweh know better than you? That's what he's telling you. Yahweh know better than you. I don't care about your graduation. That's what they're gonna tell you. Like there's other doctors that were against the Jews, and they were exposing them. What do you think happened to them? They got arrested. They got beaten out of YouTube, and they being marginalized. So your graduation is just an illusion they gave you, that you have something that is worth something. It's not worth the shit, because they gave you that and they can take it away, and they can tell you when it's valid and when it's not valid. Because they graduate you. Yeah? That's all the deception going on, my friends. Creation and implementation of deadly and deadly chemicals and all types of fungus and processed deterrent foods in the environment, you know what I'm saying? And the aliens control of this stuff, profit from all of this stuff, including fuels, your car, everything. They profit from anything you do because they create everything you do. It's scary. It's a scary reality, people. The aliens creating every motherfucking thing in your life, they created. Even including they educating your children and everything, people. What is the reason of your existence? Why you exist? You have to, either admit that you're a dead, soulless creature, or you gotta wake the hell up and use your soul and get back to be free and get your free will. Because if you're gonna live without free will, then you're a dead walking zombie. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Okay? That's all that you need to know about this system of oppression, of religions that are all a simulation, that are all fake, they are all artificial. Okay? They are all artificial persons for a reason that they don't create nothing. They are just consumers. People, they call them humans. Yeah. They all consumers, even consumers of their religion. Like you can see these Israelites waiting for Yahweh, for the system to bring Yahweh back, to put them back in their land. They have no initiative to do their own shit, their own life and their own shit. Motherfucker, all his life waiting for Yahweh, people. Can you believe that? It makes sense to you. His son gonna be waiting for Yahweh. Then you got all these other ones that these niggas went to so-called land of Israel, and now they're booting them out. They, telling them straight they don't belong there and sending them home. It's just an agenda. They use them and abuse them. When they don't need them, they get rid of them. Because why? They don't know who they are. This is why they don't belong nowhere and they have no land. They sold themselves for nothing. They sold themselves into a system. Yeah? By disbelieving the family, their grandmom, their granddad told them the truth. They don't believe them. They believe the system because they went to these new generations. They send them to school. They don't know what grandma and granddad knew. They just know what the schools tells them. So they are just robots, implants. And so this young generation don't know nothing. They're empty. Empty souls walking around. Empty, well, they don't have souls. These are just, spirit going around. He's got life, but he's got no soul. Everything he wants, Satan gives him. Until Satan say no and let him starve or give him something that is deterrent to him and kill him, because he creates everything he consumes, so we can leave him or kill him. It's up to him. It's all God thing that Yahweh is playing on them, and there's no way, most of them, there's no way you can take them out. Okay, this is for grown adult people. It's not for anyone simple-minded in this matrix. Yeah, bozos, simple-minded people, man. I'm telling you, they can't think outside of their own little square. They can't see outside of that. Yeah, and then you got these ignorant niggas. They all ignorant. I told you, most of them gonna die with that Bible because their education is low, and many of them are not our people anyway. That's why they don't have the capacity to understand the lies in the book and to understand, because they don't know the self. If you don't know the self, you don't know the Bible and you don't know what you believe. You don't know what to believe is and what knowing is. So you are an android. That's what they call you. An AI program. Okay? The Christmas is here. They all shopping, trying to fill that void. Yeah, because it's a void that is being created. You're not creating anything the whole year. You're not creating anything. You're just consuming. So your body was supposed to get pleasure. Like when I create something and I feel like when I create or do something or produce something, I feel, you have this feeling that, you are worthy, that you create things. Yeah? And that you're part of this reality. But if you're not creating anything, everything you have is somebody gave you from a corporation, from a big factories, creating this shit by the millions. Yeah. So, if this happens to you, you're not creating anything, you're not a creator, you're a consumer. It's bad for your auric field. It's gonna diminish your IQ because you're not created to just consume. It's not a mosaic. Unless you are a hybrid that they create, because there are hybrids there that they were creating just to consume. Just like many animals they created, you can see that these animals are useless. They don't create anything really in nature. They just consume, and they consume other animals. And some of them are so primitive that they need humans to exist. Some of these animals, if you noticed, like dogs, like pigs, like, I don't know, man. Many of these animals, you put them in the wild, they die. Yeah, because they need humans to feed them and to groom them, or else they die. They're not natural. They're hybrid. And the people are the same thing. If you don't create these things, the hybrid people, if you don't create them, all the stuff that they use, if you don't create shots and juices to give them when they're sick, they don't know. They don't know how to get these things in nature. First, they depleted nature so you can find it. But even though you still can find, these people won't know. They always need, that's why they create all this health care, because there are humans that cannot exist without the help care. They, like these animals, they can't exist without another, group of people looking at taking care of them. Understand? So if they don't take care of them, they will die. They won't know how to plant their own food. They won't know how to get their own water. They won't know nothing. The seasons to grow nothing. They don't know nothing. They just sit. They gotta sit there, and these other people they call government gotta come and feed them. When they sick, they gotta come and they gotta look after them, because they are useless eaters, they call them, and they are all what they mean. They are hybrids. They are not real, the real ones, the originals. You understand that? It's the originals that they have a problem with, that want to be independent, that want to think by themselves, that want to create their own materials, their own reality. They have a problem with these originals. That we, like us, they have a problem with that. Because they want us to be dependent on them. So they can, spoon feed us everything they want. Understand that? So you got this massive reality they created, and they had a good practice creating all these countries with mixing the artificial people with the original people, so that this grants them this condominium to feed them, to water them. But that is just what they did to the originals, to destroy them, to take their real. Yeah, made them useless and dependent on them. And you see, when they came and they made everybody useless, depending on them. You want to make a house, you got to go to them to give you a loan, to buy a mortgage, to buy a house, to do this and to do that. Yeah, they made you depending on them. And look what they do. All the house they create now, a piece of shit. Card box. No value to it. It's houses to put pigs and animals that you don't like and you don't expect to live long. And because these houses deplete the energy, is wired up with wires everywhere. It's like a microwave they put them on. And charge them. These houses are expensive as hell, and they shit. And we look back, our ancestors were living in like palaces, man. Massive palaces. The walls were like 3, 2, 3 meters wide. Just the walls were deep, like massive walls. And it was high as temples. They had rooms, massive rooms, solid rooms. Yeah. But now, they all living in this card box and paying 600,000 for a house, 1 million for a house, 500,000, 100,000, a lot of money that they don't have. They spend their lives trying to get that money from the system, from their slave master that wants them slave. And he always wants them to be slaves. He always wants them in debt. The system is made to keep them in debt. So they never get out. They never get freedom. Because the problem with being free, the scare for you being free is that you will then be able to create your own shit, create your own spaceship, and go to his realm and fuck around. He's dead scared of that. Understand that? You understand that? Can you see that? Because they have to keep you down. They have to lie to you. They give you space. They give you space. Yeah, they gotta give you bullet. They gotta give you space. They gotta keep you asleep. Because if you wake up, it's too bad for them. It's not a. It means destruction to them. Because soon you will be flying your own ships and finding their origins and probably fucking them up. You understand that? And it will be the end of them. Once you wake up, it's the end of them. Because you're not going to allow them back in again. And you're going to, probably just send them all back to where the hell they came from. Or else, we're going to whack you. That's how it will be. So they got to keep you asleep. By all means, necessarily. That's why they gave you the education bullshit. They create governments to control and tell you and govern you, to tell you what to believe, what is right and what is wrong, like you're a child. Understand that? And as long as you're there, you have a contract with them, you have a covenant with them, you are under their old rules. Okay? That's that, man. I think I've been running my mouth a lot this morning, but I'm just trying to make you understand that to see these churches and state corporations, that repossess your land and everything, to you to see them, to you to see who they really are. That's what I'm trying to do. When I come on YouTube, I'm painting that picture so that you can see really what the creature is, and that the creature is an alien. It's not from here. It's not your savior. Jesus is not your savior. It's not from this realm or nothing. Neither Yahweh, neither any of the motherfuckers they told you that he's God. And look, man, you need to wake up because you are very, very lost and nothing belongs to you because you believe these lies. That's it, man. I love you all. Give instructions. Okay, these wars are still going on. I heard pancake wars in Israel. Yeah, they all continue doing the same damage. Yeah, they, aliens will keep doing that thing to destroy you. Everything, man. All, they had to create Hollywood to control you. They had to create Sony Records. Yeah. they had created all these big corporations that do voodoo to keep you asleep. Brainwashed the populations of the world. Okay, and set them for destruction. That's it, man. Love you all. Give the instructions. Peace.